What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another post game here on Mets Central. And the Mets, can you believe it? They have won back to back games. They have found a way to win back to back games for the first time in what feels like forever as they win 8-3 over the San Diego Padres in game number 151 of the regular season. Before we jump in everything, I ask that you please leave a like on your way into the show here. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, especially if you're Met fans, and turn on your notifications so you know when we upload or go live here on the channel. But yeah, the piggyback thing worked. Who would have thought? Who would have thought the thing that every single Met fan has wanted for a very long time, for months and months and months, and now it becomes the same thing as the Noah McLean thing, where you see this work and you wonder why didn't they do it sooner? And I get that it's hard to do that when it shortens your bullpen a little bit. And I get it's hard to do that when you had Senga and you had to do the 6-man rotation. But man, wasn't it a breath of fresh air that you were able to get 9 innings from Holmes and MANAEA? Wasn't it a breath of fresh air that it went this good, similar to how it did in Kansas City in July, right before the trade deadline? And it's weird to me because Gary was talking about on the broadcast, he's like, you got to think they're going to do it again, but you wonder if they do it in the reverse order. I'm not changing a damn thing right now about this. And if anything, I thought Clay Holmes could have went a fifth inning, to be honest with you. They just opted to not do it. And it worked out because Sean Manaea was able to give you those 5 innings there and you get the complete ball game. It was nice to be able to sit back, relax during this game because there was really nothing to worry about because the Mets jumped early in this game. For once in their lives, they jumped early. And it really looked frustrating at the start, though, because you end up getting 4 straight singles from Lindor, Soto, Alonso, and Nimmo. So the Mets go up 1-0 early, and you get the bases loaded. Mark Vientos hits into that double play. And right then and there, I'm like, it's going to be one of those games, isn't it? It's going to be one of those games. They get they get a run early. They're not going to do enough damage when they should have. And then we're going to have to stress throughout the game. But Jeff McNeil comes through with a big double to make it 3-0. Brett Beatty hits a home run to make it 5-0. And honestly, even when Jackson Merrill hit that home run in the top of the second to, cut the lead down, I wasn't worried at all. I wasn't worried. I mean, there was a double play right before that, which definitely helped out the case there as well, because this game could have got a little chaotic, but Holmes did a good job getting out of a few jams. Lindor hit a home run in the second inning. Alonso did as well. 7-1. Cronenworth made it 7-2. It was really a home run derby tonight at the ballpark. Cedric Mullins hit a home run. Cedric Mullins was able to do damage to a pitch. How about that for you? Which made it 8-3. And yeah, like I said, I mean, there was really no worries. Freddie Fermin hit that home run in the 8th. Maybe you worried they were going to have to go to another reliever. The only thing, honestly, that there is to worry about now after this game is Francisco Alvarez, who gets hit right on the damn elbow by a pitcher that has no idea where he's throwing the damn ball. And he should not be allowed to be out there. If you got a young pitcher that doesn't know where the ball is going, I don't care if they throw 100. It's stupid. And he ends up hitting him. I wanted to see someone charge the mound there, truthfully. I don't care if it's intentional or not. Alvarez has been hit way too much this year. Someone should have charged the mound, in my opinion, on that one. I guess now we keep our eyes out if there's any sort of retaliation within the next few games. But I'm hoping, the thing that matters the most is that Francisco Alvarez doesn't miss an extended period of time, which he went back into the dugout and looked all smiley and happy. I'm sure he's going to go under imaging. So hopefully it was just in the moment it hurt. But scary. It's very scary because then you're going to have to go to Ollie Sanchez and Hayden Senger as your 2 catchers. So hopefully everything's okay there. That's the only concern leaving the game. Other than that, the only other concern I guess you could say is, can you build on this game as well? Because back-to-back wins is not good enough at this part of the season. I'm happy they got back-to-back wins, but I need to see more. Now that you won the first game, I want to see you win the series here. Simple as that. And pretty much everyone contributed offensively tonight. So that was nice to see. 4 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Clutch hitting. What do you know? It helps. And then you had Holmes and MANAEA coming through with the 9 innings, like I said, combining for 6 strikeouts, 3 runs against, only allowing 7 hits as well, which MANAEA honestly did not damage throughout this his appearance at all. It was really in the later innings when things started to catch up to him because he allowed 1 hit up until those last 2 innings where he started to allow a bit of contact. He allowed that double to Merrill, and then of course the home run and a single to Arias. Outside of that, he was in command, and it is so nice that you are able to do this because it helps both of these pitchers. Simple as that. It is just that simple. But I'm gonna see if there's any post game quotes as well about this. But I'm hoping, like I said, that Alvarez will be okay. Sorry, I'm just answering a text as well here. Professional podcasting here, but you gotta do what you gotta do on this one. Um. Anyway, let's see. Is there anything from Mendoza about Alvarez? Here we go. They aren't doing additional testing. He's sore, but um, the pitch avoided a vulnerable area. Well, thank goodness for that, at least, because it looked like it got him in a vulnerable spot. That worried me. So thank goodness he's going to be okay. I was going to say when he was in the dugout, it made me feel a little bit better about that. But yeah, thankfully he's going to be okay. I'd imagine Hayden Sender then is going to start tomorrow just to give Alvarez the day off, and then we'll go from there on that one and see how he's feeling. But this might be the earliest I'm getting to the comments because honestly, there's really not a whole lot to dive into. This was like a really simple win. The Mets, for once, gave us a simple win where I wasn't worried for a second. A little bit frustrated after the Vientos double play, but I wasn't worried because we saw the damage they did after. So it was very nice in that regard. Feel so bad for Alvarez. Poor dude can't catch a break when it comes to being hit with baseballs. Yeah, and that's why I wanted someone to charge the mound there because it's not a matter to me of if it was intentional or not. It was a matter of this guy's been hit so much that I want someone to send a message to one of these pitchers type of thing. You know what I mean? What did I watch tonight? Can't be the 2025 Mets. Where's this team been? I have no clue, but all I know is that, like Matt and I have been saying, prove us wrong and be here the rest of the season. I'm not selling myself that's going to be the case, unfortunately, because we've seen way too many losing streaks here. But all I could do is sit here and hope that, they end up riding the momentum of the Pete Alonso walk-off. They ride that into they did into tonight's game, and they, carry that into the next few games, ride it into October. Again, will they? I don't know. I'm not sitting here and saying they're going to. I'm not sitting here and counting on it. But at the end of the day, I'm hoping for it. That's what it comes down to on that. A nice and easy win. Got to get a win tomorrow and take the series. Yeah. And Peterson better bounce back. That's really going to be key is what David Peterson are you going to get? If tomorrow's game happens, though, because there is a lot of rain on the forecast. So I'm very curious if that's going to screw the plans, which that also worries me about doing this piggyback thing again, because if you have a double header, that messes with your rotation a bit. Although I think there's another off day coming up sometime soon, so I'm not sure. I don't know. I'd have to look at the calendar on that one. Yeah, no, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this because why switch what worked? If it works, keep it. If Holmes feels better starting and MANAEA feels better out of the pen, which now has been proven for 2 of the times they did this, why mess with it? I would rather just keep it the way it is. And yeah, you got to keep it going. They're going to do it Sunday against the Nationals. Okay, so if they're scheduled for that, then if there's a postponement tomorrow, which hopefully not, I don't know if the rain's going to be that bad, but it looks like there's going to be rain a lot tomorrow. So who knows? But um if there is, of course, and they have to do a doubleheader, that would suck because that would really, again, throw a wrench in the piggyback plans. Tears of joy rolled down my face when Cedric Mullins hit that home run. Tears weren't rolling down my face, but I was very surprised. More of the same. They look good at home, but can't bring their home game to the road. I mean, they haven't even looked that great at home lately. So I agree that they're better at home, but I can't sit here and, say that fully. Holmes and MANAEA both pitch well. Both of their stuff looked really good as well. They threw strikes and attack, which is what you want when they're up big in the game. Exactly. And that's why I don't care about the home runs, because let it be solo home runs and let it be when you're throwing strikes. That's that's the job when you have that big of a lead. It's that simple. That's all I want. Helsley pitches against the Padres. I want him to hit a batter. I usually don't say that, but this is getting ridiculous. They could have brought Helsley in for the ninth inning. I get why they didn't, just because why not let MANAEA finish it? But they could have, honestly. But I get also maybe you don't want to make the game close, because then you maybe have to use Diaz and it spirals. So yeah, no, you get what I'm saying there. Yeah, I don't think tomorrow's gonna happen either. I really don't think tomorrow's game's gonna happen. And I agree with this. I hope that this is the case. Again, I am not counting on it, but we could hope, because, like we keep saying, this is put up or shut up time. You got to get hot now if you want to succeed in October. It's that simple. And yeah, that was the off day, but that it doesn't, you know what I mean? Because the next piggyback still Sunday. So it doesn't really affect that. But anyway, I'm going to keep things short here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Turn on your notifications so you know when we upload or go live next. And I'll see you guys in the next one.